Hey guys, and welcome to episode 2 of Making Members. So we are now in members. We now have the bond. We did our first little bit of money making where we went and pickpocketed, where we went and used the thieving skill to steal from the vegetable stalls. Now, I have a little bit of a confession to start this episode. I haven't played this account for the past 2 days, so we have lost a bit of time, but what I'm going to hope to do is pick up that time over the next couple of days. I've got a couple 3 days to record and get ahead of content, and I'm going to focus really on this account to try and make up for the days we've lost here. So we are going to start with our advent calendar. We're going to go and get the free key there, and we're going to go and use the first free keys we've got on the treasure hunter promo. So we now have the snow imp promo, which will give us some wrapping paper and some other stuff as well. Now, I've had a bit of a think about what I want to do in terms of lamps and stars and stuff. I'm going to try and focus on the skills which are available at the Christmas Village because they are very, very AFK, and I think that's how I'm going to train them. So the skill I'm going to focus on first is going to be fletching. So fletching, we can make the snowballs and we can just go and push all of our lamps and stuff on that as well, and just to try and get the most from it. Now, I also have available to me the early daily challenges, and this is where you can go and knock out quite a lot of daily challenges and get quite a lot of treasure hunter keys just from going to go and do some early skilling stuff. So that's what I think I'm going to go and do for the first bit of this video. What we have been doing as well, I did manage to get a little trip out to go to the chickens. We are continuing to buy staffs and hats from Zaf because it's very consistent. It makes us a little bit of cash, and as you can see here, we're starting to pile up a decent cash stack. Now, in terms of where our next moneymaker is going to be, we're going to be blessing sand. So what my plan is going to be, we're going to go all out for one more big run at chickens. And what this should be able to do is buy some dragon bones to train our prayer, because you'll need level 20 prayer, and also be able to get us a decent stack of sand, slow bought on the Grand Exchange overnight. So I'm going to do as many chickens as I can until I need to log off. Then I'm going to put a slow buy offer of sand on the Grand Exchange to hopefully buy it for a little bit cheaper. And then that's what we're going to do for our next money making method tomorrow. So this is going to kind of be like over the day. So I'll sort of sign off when we're putting our offer in for the sand. And then tomorrow I can show you guys just how good it is and how much we're moving through there as well. So I'm going to go for a decent offer. Actually, I'm going to go for 4 aggression potions, which should definitely keep us busy for well over an hour. And in terms of wrapping paper, I'm probably just going to buy 1,000. And then we'll see where we go. Not wrapping paper, no paper. Christmas is messing with the mind. So I'm going to buy 1,000 of those. And yeah, literally it's just going to be that easy. We're just going to go and do some magic. We're up to level 27 magic already, which is going to be a moneymaker a little bit later on. We're going to be doing enchanting. Now, with escaping free to play, we didn't do much enchanting, but enchanting is very solid. Especially with things like rings of dueling. If you can get some decent rings of dueling prices, you can make a lot of cash very quick, and we've done it on numerous accounts beforehand as well. However, we are having a little bit of an issue getting some magic no paper, which means I'm going to go and do my daily challenges instead. We're going to have up to 10 of these daily challenges. I think you can only do it in the first week or so of the account, so it's worthwhile doing now. Basically, all I'm going to go and do is head over to Burthorpe and go and get all the stuff ready for it. Go unlock the Falador Lonestone and all that sort of stuff. And with that, we can go and get things like the Wicked Hood. There's still some good stuff in Burthorpe, and I'm slightly surprised they haven't unlocked the Burthorpe Lodestone, because I would have thought, yes, you can do the tutorial island. Yes, you can start in Lumbridge, but Burthorpe is quite well suited to the early level stuff. It's got all this stuff over there. So I don't know. I'm going to throw all these stars into fletching, and then we'll just see how we get on in terms of what we're doing. But again, thank you guys so much for all your love and support on the first episode. As always, you guys really do turn up for these series and really do respond very well. I'm going to collect some wrapping paper as well and see how we do in terms of this account. So we're going to have 2 weeks to collect wrapping paper, like we did with escaping free to play in Halloween. We're just going to go and do the loot towards the end. And yeah, I'm going to go kill some chickens instead, because I didn't realise I didn't have the lodestone to birth up available. We'll report back very, very soon and go for everything else. So we are back, and it is the next day, but we have made quite a bit of progress. Now, what I've done before we go to the Grand Exchange is do the original daily challenges, which you get given when you make a brand new account. Now, these daily challenges are basically used to teach you how to do daily challenges, but you get keys, but not XP, which is why you see quite a lot of keys in my info. So now we've done that, we have, as you can see, claimed the items here. So we had to do things like common gems, pottery as well, just these early things you see, just the challenges you get when you create accounts. And they only are really worth doing on members, because on non-members, I'm sure they don't give you any keys. They don't give you any XP as well. But basically what you need to do is to do them to have the ability to get daily challenges. Now, daily challenges are going to give us a bump up in XP. It's going to give us like a lot of benefits to do. So that's why it's so worth doing. So that's why I've unlocked those. Again, they're menial tasks and they're worth doing in birth up. So what I've done is ran from Varrock, got the Valley Lodestone, also done the Tavley and birth up ones as well. So we've opened up this part of the map. If you are starting a brand new account, to do those first sort of like 9 daily challenges, I would really recommend coming to Birthorpe. It's just got a much better layout for doing that as well. So now what we've got is the actual daily challenges, which we're going to go do now. I need to do some smithing as well, which will be fun. Just need to grab some tin and then we'll go and do the smithing one as well. What we did yesterday was a lot of chickens. So if you can see by my levels, I've done 2 things last night. One was chickens, so we're now 35 mage. Which is pretty good really, because one of the money makers we're going to move next on to is seeing if enchanting is going to be some decent cash. Now, Rings of Dueling, the Games Necklace teleports as well are going to be what we're going to try. We might get lucky and have them at a really decent margin, which I'm hoping is what's going to happen. And then we'll make some money from that. But also, I've been doing the Christmas event. So whenever I want some AFK time, some downtime, whether it's recording or editing, I'm making snowballs at the Christmas event. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is for a couple of things really. One, it's going to give me some fletching levels. Fletching levels are really going to be useful because to get like level 50 fletching, normally it takes a little bit of cash and it takes a little bit of effort to get to. However, with the Christmas one, I'm going to be able to AFK it. I'm going to be able to AFK wrapping paper, and it's just going to be a nice little way to rack up some cash quite easily. So that's going to be really, really nice to do. But as you can see, yeah, level 30, and really, I've not really done a lot of it. I've got like 2,000 snowballs, but especially in the high levels, like if we were to get this account to like level 80, magic shortbows make really good profit. Some of the low level shortbows make really good profit as well. So that's what I'm hoping to do going forward. I need to craft some equipment, so I'm just going to go and do 5 quick cows and then just turn some leather into like leather gloves. It'll work for that. But yeah, I would admit that we're on day 4 now. I've not really made as much progress as what I wanted, but now I think we're ready to go. So when we did the chickens last night, we've got 1,000 chickens, which should give us about 2 mil cash. That should be more than enough to propel us up to 10 mil by the end of today. I've got a couple of things I want to go and check on the Grand Exchange for like money making possibilities. So I'm going to take you guys with me for that. I know that when I sit in a Grand Exchange and talk through my plans, a lot of you guys love that sort of stuff. I love doing it as well because I love like finding things for you guys to see, like my process, how I find stuff, just to so you guys can like watch and pick it up and also like do it in the future as well. Like what I do is nothing like out of the ordinary. It's just a good way for you guys to make a little bit more cash with your time on the game, which is what these series are about really. We just want to make as much money as possible for you guys. And yeah. So I've turned those highs with Tanya. Let's go over to this guy here. He will be able to give me some thread and a needle. So if he gives me some thread, we can make some gloves, and then that will finally do all our challenges. We'll do all of our keys then as well. Again, with this account, nothing really is going to be massive in terms of the lamps and stuff because we're so low. What I'll probably do is put any lamps onto fletching, because it means that anytime we go to the holiday event and then make snowballs, we'll get some more XP because our level is higher. So from that, we have got level 6 mining, 4 smithing, 6 crafting, and a couple of other levels just from doing those like early challenges as well. 15 treasure hunter keys, which again, we're going to use it because this will probably be the last time we do a series here. And we can use things like this again. So let's go and see what we can get. So we're going to go and get some medium prismatic lamps. We're going to go and get some unstable proteins, which again, we'll use proteins because this is going to be the last time we're ever going to actually really have an account which can do these kind of things with Treasure Hunter. And then like when we do this next year, I'm probably not going to do like a series like this until like June, until we do like Escape and Free to Play again. But that time will be no Treasure Hunter. It'll be really interesting to see like what money making will be like then, because people won't be able to do certain things, like items should be up in price as well. So yeah, really interesting to see like how that's going to affect a lot of things. But as you can see here, we are just printing out lamps. We're getting some wrapping paper as well, which is nice. But for us, we've only just completed Tutorial Island, and then we've got this level of lamps and stars thrown at us. It's a little bit, it is crazy like what you can get. So we've crossed over 400 oddments, so we're going to go and buy another treasure hunter key so we can go and get the other loot. We're also, while we're here, going to get some Silverhawks, because why not? And then we're just going to go and do the last key, which is going to be 3 more prismatic lamps. So what I'm going to do first, for small lamps, I'm going to put onto fletching. All this is going on to fletching, but what I'm hoping to do is that by doing it in like stages, I'll get more XP out of it from there. Next, we've got some medium ones. So we'll do all the medium lamps onto fletching. And then finally, we're going to throw all of the large lamps onto fletching. There you go, 45k XP and level 45 fletching. And this is why Treasure Hunter is broken. And if we weren't to do Treasure Hunter, we would have done that with wrapping paper, converted to wrapping paper, lamps and stars onto fletching. So that would have just been another way we would have done it. So what I'm going to do is teleport to the Grand Exchange. Now I've got a nice little bit of a trick to do this. So to get to the Grand Exchange nice and easy, if you go to the Christmas teleport, you can then run south to the gate and it's going to take you to the teleport in the Grand Exchange, which is nice because it means we're going to be where we want to be. Now, this is where we can go and look at some items, go and look at things we want to sort of buy and get ready. So last night we did all of those chickens, got the magic levels, and as you can see, 1,000 chickens and a decent chunk of feathers. That's going to take us to 2.5 mil, which is absolutely massive. Now, what I want to do is check a couple of items, just see which one's best, what we can best use our money for. Because really, I don't want to do chickens again. First of all, that is an incredible price for Rings of Dueling. So much so that I think I'm going to put an offer in for those because I don't know why they're that cheap. So we actually might have to go back to chickens because I think the price for these Rings of Duelings are just too good to turn down. I don't know why they're that cheap. Normally Rings of Dueling are something which is like over mid quite a lot. But let's go for 1,000 and we'll see if we can pick any up. See, look, there's nothing below that current price. We'll buy 500 and we'll see if that'll max out these price here. So let's go for 500. And then if we check the Ring of Dueling price now, it'll jump up. So we've already made profit really. If we slow sell that, we'll make 1,000 coins per Ring of Dueling we've bought. So weird, very, very strange that they're at this price. So what I'm going to go and do is just chase these up a little bit till I'm get to a price I'm comfortable at. So what I'll probably aim to get to 3,000 coins should be about my max really. So all I'm going to do is just keep buying and buying and buying. So after V7, you'll find that the price will go slightly higher to someone else's sort of sell price. So if we just keep showing you guys how to do this, because this happens sometimes, but normally not often for me to catch it on camera. So if we can just go and check this. So as you can see here, the 3 times we bought the Ring of Dueling, they've gone up every time. So we're just buying the cheap stock out really. So 2.8 will probably be the last kind of range I'll buy it at. So if I buy 106, so out of interest, I'm just going to try one more, see what that's like. And we're kind of like, by doing this, we're like inflating the price, or we're bringing the price back up to where it was, because those items weren't selling on the Grand Exchange because they didn't have any demand. But as you can see here, the next highest price is 4,000 coins. So what I'm just going to do now is just check what the lowest price is for a buy. If we put 1 GP in, 30 GP. So if we can put like a very low ball offer in at something like 99 GP. No, let's go 111. And then I'll go for, no, not a sell. We want to buy. So if we go for 111, and we go something like 1,000. We will probably not buy that, but it's big enough to where if someone dumped a lot of Rings of Dueling, we could quite easily be the cheap offer. We could make some GP there. Now, what I'm going to do here is the ones which I've bought, just to see if we could like merch them or just flip them a little bit for cash. I'm going to put it 3.8k because it's below that 4,000 coins. So we'll see what happens there. Now, that was totally not what we were aiming for. We weren't looking at doing that. But on the subject of that, something I did in the video a couple of days ago was emeralds. So I'm really interested to see what the buy price is for a cut emerald because the uncut price is so cheap. We could get a lot of crafting XP for a lot of like profit, but that's gone. Again, emeralds from previous times we've done it on like Escape and Free to Play have been very up and down. There might be a chance over the next week or so we can make a decent price there. So the method I was going to do was extra fine sand and then go into bless it. So this should be decent if we can find a decent price to buy the sand for. So 3.1k is kind of a little bit of a recovery price. That is definitely a bit more stable than what it's looked like, and we can buy it cheaper at 2.5k. So what I want to do is just see what the price of blessed sand is as well. Because we've got two things here. One, we can wait to buy it at a sort of slow rate, or we can get to doing the money making now, take a little bit of hit of the price, and just continue to make money. So 5.4k is a very decent sell price. So what I will probably do is put 100 at this price, just see if we can buy it slowly, and then we'll buy some at the quicker price as well. I need to buy some dragon bones, which we'll go and do now to go and get some prayer. If we go 2511, we're going to buy some dragon bones to go and train our prayer. So to bless sand, you need level 20 prayer. So that really ain't going to take as long. Like, I'm just going to take an invo of Dragon Bones now, just to go to the Chaos Altar. And it's going to cost us 50k. We'll probably get way higher than what I think that'll be for that. Dragon Bones, though an exceptionally cheap price, haven't bought. 1.4k for Dragon Bones, when did that happen? Like, wow, that is so cheap. Right, so what I'm going to go and do now, I'm going to go to the Wilderness really quick. I'm going to go and put these on the Chaos Altar, which is just like a little bit north of Fort Frimfree. And then we'll report back a little bit later on. Hopefully by that point we have some sand bought. We can then move forward with the plans, but 45 fletching is a very solid way to make some cash, hopefully in the future. A lot of the lower tier bows do make some profit, so we'll see how we go there. So that is going to wrap up this episode. Really hope you guys are enjoying, and really hoping you guys have seen as well that we're making a lot more momentum in this episode. The next couple, I'm hoping we're really going to start pushing and making a lot more cash a lot quicker as well. I am trying to keep away from all the money making methods we did on Escape and Free to Play, and I hope you guys are enjoying that as well. But what I do need from you guys as always is a like on the video if you've enjoyed, subscribing to the channel if you are brand new, but also drop me your suggestions down below of what you guys think I should do in terms of a money making video. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to leave me a like on the channel, subscribe if you are brand new, and thank you guys once again for all the support over the past couple of weeks. It really has been massive for the channel, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.